Have you ever wondered what really creates success? Natural talent, hard work, or maybe something else? Today we're going to follow a story that reveals how discovering your own strengths and practicing with your whole heart can change everything. This isn't just an ordinary story, it's a journey that shows you that everyone carries a gift worth cherishing. Stick around until the end, because who knows, you might even find yourself in this story. In a peaceful little town, there was a family living at the very end of a tree-lined street. In that family was a 12-year-old boy named Alex, who was in 6th grade. Alex was an energetic kid who could hardly ever sit still. He especially loved sports, and his biggest joy was running to the basketball court near his house. Day, after finishing his homework, Alex would grab his basketball and practice shooting and dribbling until the sun went down. He didn't just play for fun, he was truly passionate about improving every little skill. Because of that persistence, his friends admired him and started calling him the basketball kid of the neighborhood. One afternoon after school, Alex came home with a heavy look on his face. He tossed his backpack onto the chair, opened his math notebook, and just stared at it before letting out a sigh. No matter how much he tried, his math scores didn't seem to improve. What made him most upset was that his best friend, Ethan, who lived right next door, always scored high. Ethan seemed to solve any problem quickly and correctly, while Alex struggled and barely made progress. That comparison weighed him down, and he even thought he might never be as good at math as his friend. Right at that moment, his father walked in and noticed the sadness on his son's face. His father sat down next to Alex and gently said, "Son, today I want to teach you 3 important lessons, but instead of giving you a long lecture, I'll let you experience them through challenges of your own." Alex was surprised but agreed right away, because he always trusted his father's guidance. The first challenge was simple. The next day, invite Ethan to play basketball with him. Alex gladly followed through. That afternoon, under the warm sunlight, the 2 boys began their game. Because Alex practiced every day, he quickly scored again and again, dribbled smoothly, and completely dominated the court. Ethan, on the other hand, was clumsy, missed a lot of shots, and couldn't keep up with Alex's speed. Still, the 2 of them laughed and enjoyed the game together. That evening, Alex told his father what had happened, and his father smiled and said, "See? Ethan may not be good at basketball, but he's good at math. Just like you're good at basketball, but struggle with math. Everyone has their own talents, and that's what makes us unique." The second challenge was this. The next day, pay close attention to what Ethan does at school. Alex nodded and quietly observed his friend all day. He noticed that Ethan was always surrounded by numbers, doing calculations during recess, solving puzzles on paper, even mumbling little math problems while buying lunch. When he got home, Alex reported back to his father. His father nodded and said, "That's exactly why Ethan is good at math, not because he was born brilliant, but because he truly loves it and practices all the time." Did you notice? The way Ethan does math is the same way you practice basketball every single day. When you practice enough, you become skilled. If you want to be good at anything, all it takes is consistent effort. The final challenge from his father was this: study math 3 times more than usual, just like Alex once thought Ethan was 3 times better than him. Determined not to lose, Alex threw himself into studying. He sat for hours, focusing so hard that his head started spinning. Before he could finish, he collapsed onto the desk and fell asleep. When he woke up, Alex felt disappointed and apologized to his father. But his father just patted his head and said, "Son, this is natural. When you don't truly love something, forcing yourself to persist becomes a burden. But with something you're passionate about, persistence comes easily. It's like how you can play basketball for hours without ever feeling tired. So, if you want to become skilled, either learn what you love or learn to love what you're learning." That evening, after their talk, Alex sat quietly in the garden for a long time, letting his father's words sink in. He realized he didn't need to be like anyone else. He only needed to find his own strengths and nurture them every single day. He also understood that success doesn't come from magic, but from steady practice fueled by true passion. From that moment on, Alex promised himself he would always remember 3 precious lessons: respect differences, practice with dedication, and keep his heart connected to what he loves. And you know what? These 3 lessons are meant for us too. If you want to improve, keep practicing and find joy in every step of your learning journey. And don't forget, this wonderful adventure is only just beginning.